Hey guys, it's Jake with Edge Products, and we have another exciting announcement with the expansion of our EZX line of inline module into the 2013 to 2018 Ram Cummins applications. Now, we released this a few months ago for the 2019 to 2023 trucks, and it's been a huge success for that market. So we've gone back and made it available for the 13 to 18 trucks. This works in both the 2500 with the 68 trans and the 3500 with the ASIN trans. So it'll cover all of those applications. A little bit of history lesson for those of you that have been around diesel industry, the diesel performance market for 15 plus years. You might remember our EZ box that we released 15, 17 years ago for the 5.9 applications. That EZ was a really hot seller for us, and we sold thousands of those devices for the guys that are just daily driving and towing with their trucks. The EZ was just a simple plug-in module under the hood, added mild gains of 35, 45, 50 horsepower to those 5.9 trucks, really good mid-range torque that you could really feel when you were towing a trailer. The nice thing with that EZ module was that it was safe for a stock application. You didn't add too much power where you had to worry about the transmission. You didn't have to worry about EGTs getting out of control. So this EZX is basically just building on the legacy of that EZ module. Obviously, we've used some of the latest technology we have in the market by expanding that EZ with our EZX smartphone app that's available to be downloaded from the store, either Android or Google stores. Google or Apple stores. The EZX app gives you access to a bunch of onboard features in that 13 to 18 truck. So through the app, we can adjust your tire size so that your speedometer reads correctly if you've gone to a larger lift and tires. We can change the gear ratios. We can enable and disable your TPMS sensors. There's also a button recall feature, and that's nice for the tow haul and the exhaust brake settings. Every time you shut your truck off, the vehicle will revert back to factory. So if you've been towing across country, you're stopping every 250 miles for fuel. When you shut that truck off, your exhaust brake, your tow haul setting won't be saved when you start the truck back up. So with the EZX, every time you shut the truck off, it's going to remember where your button was. So if you had tow haul engaged, when you start back up, tow haul will still be on. Same with the exhaust brake. So you don't have to press those every time. There's also a built-in turbo timer for that 13 to 18 truck, and you can set that based off of time or EGT input from factory sensors under the hood. So that's a nice feature if you're doing a lot of towing. We can adjust your max cruise control. Keep your fog beams on with your high beams. There's also engine cold protection, so the device actually won't start adding power until your engine gets up to operating temperature. We've also got the ability to do manual DPF regen, and then we can read and clear trouble codes. It will also check your emissions readiness status. If you're somewhere that does emissions testing, that's a nice feature because you can make sure that everything's set in the system before you go in to have that emissions test done. Again, we're just kind of building off that legacy of the EZ module. So we're giving you a mild horsepower improvement. This one will pick up about 45 horsepower to the tires and 117 foot-pound of torque. It's enough that you will definitely feel it. You definitely know that it's there. You'll really feel that torque when you're towing a trailer. You're trying to pass somebody on the freeway, get that heavy weight up and over a steep grade. I mean, you will definitely feel the added power and torque from the EZX. One of the other really nice features with this device is that it's got a built-in throttle booster. So you don't have to purchase a separate throttle booster to adjust that pedal lag. All that's built in here and accessible through the app. So with that throttle booster feature in the app, you can actually change the throttle sensitivity in each specific power level. So if you like running around on power level 5, but don't like that pedal to be really touchy and aggressive, you can go in and edit it to turn that sensitivity down. So we have 7 preset pedal settings, from a nice stock feel pedal to a little more aggressive, all the way up to our ludicrous setting, which is really touchy, really aggressive. So if you want to drive around in a hot rod mode with the power turned up and have that really aggressive pedal, we have that available to adjust through the app itself. The power levels, there are 5 of them total, from stock all the way up to the power level 5 that adds that 45 horsepower and 117 of torque. And those are actually available to be adjusted through the smartphone app, but they can also be controlled through your steering wheel controls. So when your cruise control is disabled, turned off, your set and resume buttons will actually allow you to turn the power levels up and down on the fly, which is a really nice feature that's with this. This is completely plug and play, so we tap into a couple sensors under the hood. We tap into your accelerator pedal that's there in the cab, and then obviously we connect to your OBD port for your CAN bus system. So we can get some of the access to the other onboard features. Some of that stuff is displayed through your factory dash cluster, and then obviously you can access it through the app itself. This is available just as the EZX by itself, but we also offer it in a kit with our Insight CTS3 module, and then we have the vehicle-specific cast pillar mount to hold that CTS3. So you're going to purchase it in a kit with all three of these together, but if you've already got our Insight in the cab, you can purchase just the device by itself. The other thing worth noting is that we're not changing a lot of the fueling. We're adjusting fuel and airflow so that we can keep the emissions nice and clean. So for the emissions intact vehicles, this is a great upgrade to give you a little extra power without hurting any of the onboard systems, safe for the transmission, safe for that emission system. So you don't necessarily have to have the CTS3 monitor, but it is nice to be able to watch some of those temps, keep an eye on your regen status, that kind of stuff with the Insight. So you can purchase it either way. But if you already have this, you can just purchase the EZX, add it to the vehicle without interrupting anything that the Insight is doing or seeing. So if you want to learn more, visit us at edgeproducts.com, stop by your local Edge dealer. You can also visit our YouTube channel or the Facebook page where we'll have additional instructional videos. We'll give you a full step-through installation video so that you can feel comfortable trying to do this yourself in your garage, or you can drop it off at your local Edge dealer and have them install it for you. But we look forward to hearing your feedback on the device. We've had really good feedback on our 19 to 23 support with EZX, and we think you 13 to 18 guys are really gonna love it too.